Alright, good morning guys. It's bring your son to work day. Not, there we go back there. Wait, there we go. Alright, so yeah, we're on our way to, we're running behind because my stomach was not in its best. My stomach was just not. That's why I told y'all, when you eat them beans and collard greens. But I didn't eat any yesterday because I was like, you know what? I gotta give them a break. It's only a little bit left because Sean took like half of them to work, you know, for work. Well, not for work, more so for his dinner. But yeah, y'all, and it's been so like, I think the sun gonna come out, but it's been like gloomy here these last couple of days. I need the sun. The sun makes me feel very like vibrant and great. But anyway, what is today? Today is Wednesday.
That's why it's cold.
You said what?
It's cold.
No, this is winter. We're in winter.
No, it's cold.
No, it's winter. Winter. Anyway, so.
Do you see the leaves around here? That's why it's cold.
No, it's called winter because winter, the leaves fall too.
Also winter and also.
So yeah, I'm just getting myself, you know, I gotta do school, homeschool with him and work at the same time. But yeah, that's pretty much how my day is going so far. I can't believe my birthday is Saturday. You know I left my phone. Oh wow.
Oh well, it's too late now.
So, cause I was like, why the music ain't come on? Because I don't have my phone. I am the worst when it comes to my phone. So
she always loses her phone, right?
I do. It be everywhere but on me most of the time. But yeah. So we're gonna get Elijah's pizza from Domino's. And then y'all listen. That teacher, she's not very you know, some people are just great at what they do, and but some teachers, she's just like, she made the poor little boy cry. I was like, yeah, he probably does know how to do it, but you keep pushing him, he ain't gonna want to do it. He started crying. I mean, he eventually stopped crying, but she's not very nice. And this is my first time sitting like a full like day with him, and I'm like, between the art teacher, that's, I'm sorry, like, I just want to keep my mouth shut because you don't want to, you know, but between the art teacher, I mean, it was like a bunch of kids in the classroom.
There were like 21 kids, 22.
Yeah, it was like a whole lot of kids because apparently it's more kids, a lot of kids went back to school and a lot of kids are still home. And this teacher is in a different school, so she operates differently, and she's teaching 3 classes. Well, with CSS, basically, they have 3 different classes because the classrooms aren't as big. They usually have like 10 students in each classroom, and each grade is usually like, it could be because it's 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for her, but Elijah's actual CSS teacher at his actual school, she has, I think, 1st, 2nd grade, and I think she might, no, I don't think she has 3rd grade. I think other kids have, other teachers have 3rd. But anyway, yo, and Sean always like, oh, you always know. Like, the other teacher, she was okay. She was better. She was more like understanding. But this teacher, in my opinion, she's very mean. She doesn't have like, and you know, I'm not trying to put race out there, but listen.
Plus, she gave me a lot of homework.
Yeah, she give a lot of work. Like, but see, the thing is, like I told you guys, Elijah is advanced from some of those other students because he should be in general education. So he can read and he can write, but you know, writing is not his. He doesn't really like to write, but he's so much better, which I'm so proud of him because in the beginning
they finally fixed that that book at the place that has that book stuff that has.
Yeah. In the beginning he would cry, but now he's getting better because he's awesome. Period. All right, let me go get this boy pizza.
Oh, if you try Domino's, let me know, and also, let me know, okay? But my mom's been a little upset about cars driving and like literally she had an accident before. And then like literally, and this car like literally hit her. And then when that happened, then, well, that's it, guys. I'm done talking.
Here.
Medium.
Here we have pizza. Alright, y'all. I gotta get the seatbelt on. It's so cold.
But
So,
to be like so
soapbox
on weight. And like somebody even messaging me.
So I follow a lot of plus size influencers, and the one particular one that I follow, she's pregnant with her second child. And you know, I'm not gonna blast her, like, you know, this is not like a negative comment, but this is more like she's basically saying in her stories on Instagram, like, people shouldn't comment on, okay, so she posted, I think yesterday or a couple days, maybe yesterday or the day before, she posted like her trying on different items, I think from a store, and she was out of breath. I could hear that she was out of breath, but because I follow her story and I kind of know her situation, she's pregnant, and yes, she's overweight, and she has medical conditions being pregnant, but she puts that out there. So long story short, okay, people left comments saying, oh, you're out of breath, like cute dress but you're out of breath. Somebody said, oh, you look like you lost some weight, but cute, whatever she was showing was cute, or something else. Like, people were like commenting. So she went on to say, like, you shouldn't comment on, she was more so directing, I guess, towards pregnant women. But my thing is, if you put your business out on social media, you're going to expect negative comments. And she was saying she's not a sensitive person, and neither am I, because people always want to have something to say, and there's their opinion. And sometimes things do bother people, but you know, you don't have to entertain the response when people have an opinion about what you put out there. I don't agree with what she said. I feel like if you're pregnant and you have health problems and the person been following you and they know, and you put it out there, then people have a right. Yeah, some people aren't like genuine and aren't really concerned about you. They just are mean. But some people are concerned, and you know, like I said, some people won't like my content, and that's fine. Don't follow or don't watch. Move on, because you know, I don't care. I'm putting what I want to put out because I can. It's my freedom, my right, and moving forward, you don't have to watch. So I don't don't think she was right to say that, but she can say what she wants on her page, but you can't tell people how to respond on what you put out there, if that makes sense. You know, with the whole plus size community, you know, okay, you can be plus size and healthy, but when you have certain health issues, because I believe a lot of plus size women have underlying health issues like diabetes, heart problems, thyroid problems. It's a bunch of things that plus size people have, not just women but men as well, and they don't address it. You know, that's why I'm like, okay, if you want to be body positivity, but body positivity, that movement is all like, it doesn't, people, like, I'm not a trend follower. I do what I want to do, but the whole body positivity movement, a lot of plus size women or people follow it, but body positivity can mean you have a skin condition and you comfortable in your skin. It doesn't mean like you embrace being fat, because that's what plus size women are considered to be, fat. And most of my life, since I have been young, I have always been called fat, chubby, or you're cute for, you know, a chubby girl or fat girl. But you know what, then when I became like a teenager, when I hit puberty, then I started to form into my curves. And even when I was at my smallest, people still considered me to be fat. So after a while, like, and I got bullied when I was younger, but you know what, as I got older, I had to build this wall of tough skin to be like, you know what, I don't care what you think of me, and I don't care what you see. You know, it's not for you, then don't look. That's how I feel, and I've always been like that. At some point in my life, when I started to voice my, you know, my voice in certain situations. So people can't, because social media is, it's like, it's a different world, and I feel like people take it too serious. That's why I'm like, you know, yeah, I do vlogging and all of that, but I'm not really serious in my content. Like, you know, my fashion, I take that serious, like just like my shoes. But as far as like my life is not that serious at times. You know, yes, I've spoke about depression, and like when I speak about certain things, I notice that like people don't want to hear that, and it's fine. But there's other people that want to hear that, because there's other people out there that have been through some things that I've been through. Not to say like I don't want my whole life to be based on, oh, she's depressed. No, I'm not depressed all the time. I've been depressed in the past. Right now I'm not depressed. I'm actually in a good headspace. But when you go through certain things in your life, yes, it can cause depression. It can cause all types of, you know, psychological things with you. But it's up to that person to come out of it however they need to come out of it. The point in this conversation is like, don't get, I wouldn't even entertain negative comments. I wouldn't even say nothing. I would continue to do what I'm doing, and you know, even if it's a million comments of the same thing from different people, I still would not respond to it. And I said, you know, me coming on social media, it was like a big step for me, because to some extent I'm very private, but I'm also very transparent. And at the time, like when I wasn't working, my husband was like, you should start a blog, you should, you know. And I was like, well, what am I, like in my head I was like, okay, I can do fashion, makeup, but that's like redundant. I find sometimes my life can be interesting, and sometimes it's not. But I also, you know, getting back to like, I thought about how people would judge me when I first started doing YouTube. Instagram is more like you just post a picture and you can say something, and it doesn't, you don't know if the person's sad or not, because you just see the picture, or you're just looking at the fashion, or the, you know, it could be a video on how to do certain things. So Instagram is different, but YouTube is more like transparent. Like you'll see through if the person is BSing. You can hear if the person is unhealthy, or you can assume that the person's unhealthy, but you'll see more in a video as opposed to like a picture, if that makes sense. So I took a leap of faith, like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And I'm still not 100% all out there, like, oh, like, I don't pick up the camera every second of my life, because I don't need to, I don't have to, and I don't want to. I pick up when I feel it's necessary. It's times that the camera just sitting here and I'm jip-yakking with my family. So what I'm trying to say is, social media, the internet is a cruel world. You gotta have tough skin. The end. All right. So every time I tell Elijah to put on his sneakers, he puts these on all the time. How am I gonna see him out? He puts those sneakers on all the time. I told him to put these on. So put that back in the thing. All right, come on. So we about to go to Publix. Get your jacket out of your room. Out your room with me. So yeah, I gotta run to the market real fast.
19DC is on.
And I have to get him some ice cream.
Because we're out of ice cream.
And a couple things so he can have for like his lunch and stuff. I was gonna go to Walmart, but I don't feel like driving up there. I'm gonna go